The magical book consumed my husband, destroying him. I left him as my life was at stake. As a single mother, the weight of responsibility was crushing. I had to work tirelessly to provide for my children. That's when I employed him, the man who would change our lives forever. He seemed kind and gentle. At first, everything seemed normal. The children would be asleep when I returned home from work. The children would be pale and weak, their eyes sunken and their skin clammy. I thought maybe they were just sick, that it was just a virus or a bug that was going around. But deep down, I knew something was wrong. It wasn't until that fateful day, the day I came home early, that I discovered the horrifying truth. I walked into the house, expecting to see the children playing or sleeping, but instead, I saw him, his eyes gleaming with an otherworldly light as he hovered over their fragile bodies. I saw the fear in their eyes, the pain and the terror, and I knew that I had to act fast. I shouted, my voice echoing through the house, but he just smiled, his eyes glinting with malevolence. And then, everything went black. When I came to, I was lying on the floor, my head throbbing with pain. The children were crying, their small bodies shaking with fear. He was standing over us, his eyes blazing with an evil intensity. I knew then that I had to get us out of there, to escape from the monster that had taken over our lives. I grabbed my phone, my hands shaking as I dialed the police. But as I looked up at him, I saw something that made my blood run cold. His eyes had turned red, glowing with an otherworldly light. The doors slammed shut, trapping us inside. I was paralyzed with fear, unsure of what to do next. The vampire servant grabbed Cindy, pounded on her, she screamed, trying to call the police. He pounced on her, his magic locking the doors and trapping her inside. She struggled to free herself, but his grip was like a vice. Just as all hope seemed lost, Emily remembered the can of holy water in her pocket. With a surge of adrenaline, she grabbed the can and splashed its contents directly onto the vampire's face. He let out a blood-curdling scream as his skin began to sizzle and burn. As the vampire stumbled backward, Emily seized the opportunity to grab her phone and dial the police. But just as she was about to hit the call button, the vampire's eyes locked onto hers, filled with a malevolent glare. Emily's heart skipped a beat as she realized she wasn't out of danger yet. The man bit her, blood pumping out like water, her daughter threw Miro on him, he felt weak. Emily realized that Miro is its weaknesses. She used all her strength to point the Miro to him. After a while he exploded.